Welcome back. A group of 4 incredibly adventurous women are close to finishing an amazing journey rowing across the Pacific Ocean. The pink rowing boat called Doris set off from San Francisco, California back in April, and it's now closing in on Cains, Australia to finish their voyage. The women are aiming to break some records and raise money for 2 charities. They also plan to share their journey with a documentary. Now, Emmy-award-winning filmmaker and TV producer Sarah Moshman is helping them with that mission. She's making a documentary called Losing Sight of Shore, and she joins us now from our Los Angeles bureau. Sarah, thanks so much for being with us today. This is an incredible story. For most people,
it's amazing.
For most people, the idea of 4 women spending 10 months at sea together crammed in a boat sounds crazy. What did you think when you met these women?
I felt the same. I'm not an ocean person. I don't row any boats, but when I heard the story of the Coxless crew, I just thought this is such an incredible story of the power of the human spirit. So I wanted to help them tell their story through Losing Sight of Shore.
And you've, of course, won an Emmy Award for making a documentary in the past. The pictures we've seen so far are quite incredible, but you have to rely on the girls to actually film much of it. How is that working?
Yeah, it's been a huge leap of faith for me as a filmmaker, because I gave the Coxless crew cameras, so I taught them how to use the cameras, empowered them to have those tools on the boat to tell their own story. So it's really a first-person account of a journey across the Pacific Ocean, from, you know, sleep deprivation to the food they eat and the challenges they face at sea. So it's been quite a privilege to have a front row seat to watch that footage and to help put it all together.
And so what do they tell you are their biggest challenges over the past 10 months? What have they faced?
Yeah, well, these women are rowing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They do not take breaks. They row in 2-hour shifts. So I think one of their biggest challenges is sleep deprivation. They're only sleeping for about an hour and a half at a time. It's called a polyphasic sleeping pattern. And then beyond sleep deprivation, the temperature, it's very hot inside the cabin, out on the deck. They are covered in salt water all the time. They're constantly applying sunscreen. I mean, they're pretty much uncomfortable at all times. So it's more of a mental challenge than a physical one to overcome that monotony, that boredom, that routine, and keep the larger goal in sight.
Now, you managed to collect some of the footage along the way. How did you do that? And why did the girls stop?
So the girls have stopped in Hawaii, Samoa, and very soon will reach the finish line next week in Cains, Australia. So when I meet them on land, I'm interviewing them and also collecting the footage from the boat. So they've been downloading their footage onto hard drives on the boat, and then I very excitedly pick up that footage when I meet them on land. So it's been extraordinary to watch their journey from the comfort of my home, dry, but I've seen the most breathtaking sunsets. I've seen humpback whales and sharks and turtles, and I just can't wait to share their story with the world.
Yeah, you're definitely in a good spot at home, in the warmth and comfort of your home. Were there any times when you thought they would not complete this journey?
Absolutely. This journey was supposed to take about 6 months, and it's taking more like 9 or 10 months. So that in and of itself, I mean, the mental challenge, the sheer volume of time and effort that this has taken. But specifically on the second leg of their journey from Hawaii to Samoa, it was supposed to take about 60 to 65 days, and it took 97 days. So they were very worried about if they would overshoot Samoa, if they would run out of food. There were a lot of concerns on that second leg for all of us, for them and for everyone that cares about their journey, and wondering, even if they make it to Samoa, will they want to continue? So there's been no shortage of drama on this journey, absolutely.
It certainly is absolutely incredible, and they're not too far off Cains, Australia now. I understand they're going to arrive sometime early next week.
Yes, next week is the big finish. They're going to officially be the first team of 4 to ever row the Pacific Ocean, so history will be made.
Fantastic. Sarah Moshman, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.